Hey guys, it's Apollo here, and it's time for an unboxing. This time it is the 1-to-1 scale high grade After Colony Gundam Sandrock Custom EW. So it has been a while I did a new complex boxing other than some of the old stuff I've got recently. And me being TCGs mean that I didn't have much time to play build Gunpla compared to before. And I think now that I'm free, now that I have some stuff here and there, I figured why not, go back to visit some of the old kits or the new kits that came recently and give it a shot really. So this is the Sandrock Custom EW in high grade form. So, if you guys remember, I think almost a decade ago, more than a decade ago rather, you guys remember that when the Real Grade Wing Zero EW was announced, they did have a teaser where they'll do all the real grades of all the five Gundams from the Operation Meteor. And will that let people to really get excited and also hoping that they'll make it into the kits? But never came to fruition, and unfortunately, people kind of forgot about it, or rather, they just really wished it happened, but never did. Until many years later, or more than a decade later, rather, that when they celebrated the 30th anniversary of Wing, they decided to do it by bringing it back in hybrid form. So, yeah, it is a really interesting kit because I know I'm not the first one. Am I going to do this immediately? It is interesting to see like they're bringing back the endless world design. Keep in mind the endless world design are really like kind of premium when it comes to their kits and designs. Bringing it as a regular release is actually quite interesting how they really want to make Sandrock the first kit actually. And in fact, out of the 5 Gundams in Operation Meteor, I think Sandrock's my favorite, on par with the Heavy Arms. So pretty interesting. And without talking, let's go on the unboxing. So in the box, pretty cool box art. This is what you see in the OVA, which is pretty cool. That's pretty nice. So on the side, we have the kit without the cloak. I do like the cloak actually. I've seen reviews and people saying, oh, and the cloak is pretty interesting. It is rubbery as people are claiming to, and but it's really nicely textured. So I really like that. So this is here's a kit without the cloak on, and all the stuff you can do. Anti-beam coating. I mean, from what I remember from watching the OVA, when they're fighting on Earth, it doesn't really matter because the enemies are pretty much they don't use beams. They only use like physical weapons. So they have to Quattro has to purge out the cloak so he can fight just with the gun itself. And then the game is here. Yeah, I do like the fact that this kit has no polycaps, unlike the original TV version of the high grade where they're all polycaps, and the scales are a bit off, which I will show in a bit when I do the review. Number 268 in the high grade infrastructure line. It's pretty amazing how much this goes. Oh, yep. Doesn't mention the price. Okay, so I know high grades are meant to be cheap, and they're pretty good like entry kits for beginners or people who want to do casual builds. But this kit is pretty expensive. It is about, well, I'm saying right now, it is 4,180 yen after tax. It is a really expensive high grade, and yeah, it's going into a real grade territory, let alone if it's almost going to a master grade territory. It is on the lower end of the master grade territory. So being an expensive high grade, I mean, yes, I just see reviews people saying it's a really good kit. I do acknowledge it's pretty good. I'll take the word for it. If you're telling me the Sandrock is pretty good for a high grade, if it's worth the price, then I would say yeah. I would definitely trust what people are saying. So what's up in the box and what's inside? Yep. Alright, what's in the box? First back we have the W runner. Okay, that's interesting. It's a W runner. Okay, first off, you get the clear pink, the clear red parts for the heat shoals. So you got 2 forms. You got one in clear part was heated up, and the silver one, which I'll show in a bit. I believe it's paint damage, but I'll show again. So the joints share all for the Gundams in Wing. Pretty good. I mean, they're pretty good. No polycaps is also good. Sticker sheet really small. I do like that. This is really good. I could paint them, but okay, maybe with eyes and the sensors, but this other sticker is just gonna be easier. Alright, here's the A plate. So the A plate is all the purple parts, the dark bluish black is that everybody? Yeah, goes back, and the yellow parts in the kit, and the red parts of the kit as well. For the vents, the goatee, the jewel on head, and the mohawk. Right. Next up, we have the dark gray parts for the that's for the cloak, definitely. That's for the cloak. I believe I think it all goes on the cloak from what I'm seeing here. The D2 runner, which is all the white parts. Pretty interesting. Okay, we got more purple parts. This, again, this is mostly for the parts on the body and the cloak, I believe. Yeah. You got great parts for shoulders, the front skirts, and the vents. Yeah, I mean, these are pretty easy paint, so I don't think it's an issue. Paint some stuff here and there. And then you got the more black parts, which are meant for the backpack, and parts to start heat shuttles. Ooh, okay. Ah, I see. Okay. The G plate, which is the heat shuttles, I thought they're painted, but they're actually injected silver, and they look really painted. They actually look glossy and painted. So from a distance, you can't really tell, but yeah, you can't really tell. Like it looks like they're painted, but it's actually really smart. It's really high gloss injection, which is pretty good. I got the B1 plate, which is mostly for the heat shield, the backpack, and the D1 plate, which are all the white parts. And then you have the cloak, which is in a rubber material, pretty soft and pretty flexible. I like that. And you have the manual. Manual is small, yeah, quite small. It's not the usual high grade manual, but yeah, pretty simple assembly. I'm saying, yeah, it's a really simple assembly. I mean, honestly speaking, yeah, it's super simple. Like, I am kind of like surprised to see like this kit, but being a 4,000, yeah, it's 4,000 kit, mind you, it's a pretty expensive, it's high grade, and the building simple is, well, it's an interesting way to see it. So I will see how the build goes out. So that is it for our unboxing of the high grade After Colonies Gundam Sandrock custom EW. So very surprising to see the EW coming back into an actual high grade Century line. Yeah. So I will get this building. Give me some time. I will do the review. So I'll build it like in a couple of days. And yeah. So that's it for my unboxing. Thank you guys for watching. If you like it, do like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. And session review. I will get this building as soon as I can. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.